This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update, episode 838, The Elder God Wars documentary. Enjoy. I think we got to do another one of those right now because in what I thought was an April Fool's Day post that was a number of months late, Steam announced something called the Steam Deck today.
When you mentioned that, I thought you were going to talk about the Stream Deck, which is a completely different thing. But no.
Yeah, so this is a piece of hardware from Steam, designed to play Steam games on it. 7-inch touchscreen, 1280 by 800 display in the year of 2021. It's got an AMD 4-core chip on it, 2.4 gigahertz with burst up to 3.5, 8-core GPU, AMD RDNA 2, so fairly modern. 16 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage on the base model. You can upgrade it to 256 or 512. That'll be faster storage. And battery operated, 7-inch display. Runs a variant of Linux that plays Steam games. And it runs Steam OS 3. There's also going to be a dock that has DisplayPort, power, Ethernet, USB on it. You connect it up with a USB-C cable, and you can then connect that dock to a TV or a computer monitor. Available December 2021. Reservations open on July 16th. Now, what does it sound like I'm describing here?
Sorry, why did you paint my Switch black?
Yeah.
I don't appreciate people painting my consoles.
It's got 2 thumbsticks, it's got triggers, it's got grip buttons, it's got a touchpad on it, gyros. It's everything the Switch has.
Yeah.
Even the SD card reader.
So the Switch has been really successful in filling a niche, right? And honestly, part of the reason that I have a Switch lying around is, well, I want to play Zelda games, but also, before things changed drastically in the world, I traveled quite a lot, and having, a console that you can take around in a plane, very, very useful, very nice. So that fills a niche. I am not sure if this can compete in that niche. Right? Like, on the one hand, this is way more expensive. It's more powerful, but it's way more expensive. Right?
Yeah.
It looks unwieldy.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Like, the Switch looks slicker, and I can't say that Nintendo consoles are traditionally very ergonomic, but this looks worse. It looks very unwieldy and heavy. And you're going to be playing games that are not made for a touchscreen or controller, right? So I don't know if this might tick tick the boxes when you have no internet or something like that. But I feel that this exact same use case of playing games portably on a device that you can actually carry. Don't we have game streaming services for that these days?
Yeah, and, that raises the question of, whether you want the internet. It says Steam Deck runs SteamOS 3, and thanks to Proton, your build will likely work right out of the box. And the reason I bring that up is because this is running Linux behind the scenes, and the question is, how much of the Steam library are you going to be able to access with this thing? That's the question, I think.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question, and
like right now on the list of this, it shows Ace Combat, Skies Unknown, Death Stranding, Dying Light, Ghost Runner, Guilty Gear, It Takes Two, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, No Man's Sky, and Portal as a few of the games it mentioned. It also shows Doom on there as well. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch remastered, other ones. So the question is going to be, how big is the game universe for this going to be? And do people who play games on Steam really want something like this?
I kind of feel that if you're going to have a piece, like, if you're in the PC side of this PC Master Race battle, you're going to want a PC that you can upgrade and then take apart. Like, that's the big appeal, right?
Yeah.
If you're on the console side of things,
you just want something that plugs and goes.
You want a console, right? This, I don't know who is going to be incredibly exciting about this. Like, looking at how unwieldy this thing is and having some experience with Steam hardware and how that basically all the Steam hardware so far has flopped, I'm not super confident that this is really what I'm looking for. Like, in a way, I like the idea, right? I bought the Switch for the exact reason that I can take my games along with me, but this I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, and I think you'd have an instant success here if everything that ran on Steam ran on this, and of course it's going to be up to devs if they want to do this. This is obviously
even then, those games aren't made for this platform,
right? And
we know RuneScape just took 5 years to make it somewhat convenient to play on a touchscreen.
Yeah, and that was my next question: is what's going to be the case for RS on this?
Oh yeah, good question.
Because this is primary input model on this is the two sticks.
Or the touchscreens.
Or the touchscreen. But
I mean, they tried this with the Steam controller, right? They replaced one of the analog sticks with a touchscreen, and they showed you can play SimCity with your touchscreen. How many people really do that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and it shows a lot that when this appeared, I thought it was an April Fool's Day joke.
I think that if they had released this maybe 2 years ago, it would have been an instant success, right? Like, that's when the Switch was just coming, like, showing up, and it would have been a massive success.
Ask anyone who has a Steam Link how many times they use that, and there's your answer to how this will be used.
I've used it once or twice.
There you go.
Yeah. It had releases too, but now with the prevalence of, like, streaming games to your phone, I feel that the business case for this device has sadly been vastly reduced.
Yeah. And, any phone can run pretty much any game, as we've proven recently with mobile hardware changes. And it's just going to be a question of how niche is this going to be and how much money is Valve going to throw away on this, I think. So
I think it's going to be really easy to measure its success, right? When I am traveling by public transport here in London, it is very regularly that I see people playing on a Switch. If I start seeing these things appear on public transport, I'll let you know.
Arriving holiday 2021. You can find full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. If you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, like and subscribe, or leave a comment.